is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No.
This
Just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Tuesday, everybody. How we feeling?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It is a good Tuesday.
You wanted to do hump day.
I did, but it's like a weird week because Thanksgiving, most people are not going to work the full week.
You should make up like a Tuesday, like the camel does hump day.
You think I'll
Wednesday?
go viral?
If it's funny.
There was that song going up on a Tuesday.
Okay.
We're going to make up our own now.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying somebody already cornered the market on Tuesday.
Let me think about it.
All right, maybe we'll work on Monday. All right, here we go. We start today with reality stars Todd and Julie Chrisley. Well, they're going to prison. Todd was sentenced to 12 years, Julie 7 years. They were convicted of tax evasion and for defrauding banks out of $30 million. So prior to sentencing, the couple asked for leniency because they take care of their 16-year-old son and 10-year-old granddaughter. So speaking of their son, Grayson, he was injured in a car accident, unfortunately, yesterday and is recovering in a hospital. All three of their reality shows, including Chrisley Knows Best, have been canceled. But new episodes were filmed before the trial. And guess what? Let's just air them next year. How is that happening? In the cancel culture theme the last 2 years, if someone remotely does something 40 years ago, they got to refilm them out of the movie.
Digitize them out of the movie.
But now, hey, we got a couple episodes in the can. Let's make a couple bucks.
Hey.
Get out of here.
It's like I'm sure they're already like, we already spent the money. It's already in the can. Let's put it out. But it's so interesting. I don't understand sentencing, and Tori, this is where I'll kind of lean on you. Todd got 12 years. But the woman from Theranos who defrauded, she's the one that had that fake blood testing machine. It's a big documentary on HBO. She just got, I believe, 11.
11 years.
And she defrauded people for billions. So my question is, should I be defrauding people?
11 years?
Yeah,
Not that bad?
11 years and, I could throw $1 billion into a tree and come back and get it,
She, at one point, I think.
Yeah, I got a, different tree. She hides.
She, at some point, I think it came down to like a $400 million defraud for her. And she had many instances of knowing that the machines didn't work. For them, what's interesting too is if you include like mail fraud or any kind of wiring fraud, all of that just goes up. So you say many times it's rare for celebrities to face real jail time. Were you surprised that it was 12 years in prison?
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, Lindsay, I don't get it because, Martha Stewart, she was accused of insider trading, I believe. She got a year?
Yeah, a little bit less than a year.
I just don't. Little Kim didn't lie on the stand, didn't rat people out. She got a year, and then she gets. I just don't get the.
Mike, the situation got a year.
I would say for tax evasion.
I thought that was kind of the celebrity thing. Like, if you really are in trouble, we got to give you a year.
Well, I think Wesley Snipes too.
He was taxes though.
Yeah.
I think it's who your lawyer is.
Yes.
Obviously,
Right.
But I also think I'm confused when people are surprised that these reality stars are going to jail. I mean, we have so many examples. You guys named a couple, and there are probably 10 more. But I wouldn't be surprised. You're literally committing crimes, and shame on the producers because you guys all know how TV works. You guys know their whole life story, and there's some sham going on, but you choose to propel them and give them this platform and continue to while they're probably about to serve time.
I mean, we saw this with the Duggars.
Are they on TLC? Does anyone know? USA, okay. Because I know TLC also with the Duggars and the Dance Moms. I feel like they all knew that there was something wrong going on, and they just pushed it.
As long as you're making money,
right.
I think that's the end game.
I think that's always what it is, right?
We got a couple episodes. Let's
plausible
put them out there. Yeah, why not?
But also on the business end, I might be I need my return on investment.
I know, but how does that happen in Hollywood when someone says something or they dress like cowboys and Indians 30 years ago? They're like, get them out of here. And they're like, well, this guy tax evasion, and there's some other stuff going on there too.
Yeah.
Put out the last couple episodes. We got it.
And the
get out of here
next year too.
Yeah, get real. Okay, we are getting a first look at Harrison Ford in the new Indiana Jones movie.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm pumped for this. Harrison was in full indie gear for the cover of Empire magazine. The magazine also posted some photos of Harrison from the new film along with co-star Phoebe Waller-Bridge. It also confirmed Harrison will de-age 40 years in the film to make him look like he did in the original. The scenes will be set in 1944 to have Indy face off against the Nazis again. Nazis making a comeback.
Yeah, I did not see that coming. I'm not making a Nazi joke.
I know. Yeah, we shouldn't go there. We shouldn't go there. Let's go right to the de-aging thing. We're going to get out of there.
Because they're going to use the same technology that they use in The Irishman, where they make the face look incredibly real and younger.
And terrible.
And weird. Yeah, I'm not for this.
I'm kind of for it.
I think they did that in Black Mass as well with Johnny Depp. Did they do that in Black Mass? Did they age the
Great story, y'all.
They did it with Will Smith before, too. A couple of movies.
That was with Johnny Depp.
I know, but what was the bad guy? Not Whitey.
Oh, Whitey Bulger, yeah.
Take that.
Okay.
So it was
10
coming.
years later.
But like, so I'm wondering, has this ever worked? Have you ever looked at a movie and seen them de-age? Because he's gonna move like a 75-year-old man.
Right. That's what I don't.
Can they de-age his joints as well?
Wow.
No shame.
That was embarrassing.
Remember
When Robert De Niro had to beat up that guy outside, but he was like 24 in The Irishman.
And that kick.
How do y'all know how athletic
That was embarrassing.
he is? Like, what are you saying? What if he still moves better than you or me?
He's got to be running through a temple. I don't want to see Indiana Jones holding himself up against the wall. I want to see him running.
Okay, you ever heard of a stunt?
I'm not being shady.
Have you ever heard of a stunt double?
Yeah, but I mean, for every scene.
I also think the thing about Indiana Jones that we all loved, to be honest, is that he was like very real. And when he's going to travel back in time and do his face. It's just going to feel.
So the basis of reality.
Right. They're going to do CGI. And I'm like, that takes it away for me from like the grittiness of who he is. I want to see him older, and I want to see him doing his thing.
But I think we will. I think we will see.
both.
I think this will be like a flashback, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way I kind of interpret it.
I think the bigger question we don't have time to answer now is like, why don't we have new stars?
Because that didn't work. Remember Shia LaBeouf tried with Indiana? No one wanted that.
And plus, the Chrisleys are in jail, so
That's true.
Yeah,
there's nobody left out there.
people.
Yeah, but we still have some episodes coming next year. So we're getting a first look at Jay Leno's burns after he was injured in a gasoline fire in his garage. Jay posed for a picture with some of the staff at the burn center where he was being treated. He was discharged yesterday after suffering third-degree burns on his face, chest, and hands. You could see it kind of in this photo. And there were burns visible on his neck as well. But his doctor said he expects Jay to make a full recovery.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was, what, 10 days ago?
10 days ago. He's still wearing the denim on denim. Still very Jay. And also, imagine for a comic, your face is like a lot of what you have, your expressions, and it barely missed the eye. What a lucky, lucky thing that he didn't get more injured. I know it's bad. Third-degree burns are bad, but this could have been a lot worse.
What a lucky guy.
And not that he needs to work, but comics have this, there's a lot of comics that do have physical,
for sure,
things that stand out about them. And it's kind of the only job where you can not only make fun of yourself, but it can become almost your calling card. Not that Jay Leno needs one, but I mean, if any profession where you can come back and kind of pick up where you left off, it's stand-up.
And I think it's just sad to me because he loves cars, and so this is one of those things that might have like a traumatic effect on wanting to get back in the cars or continue his shows about cars. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens.
You think it's like a shark attack?
Yeah.
Well,
maybe.
I know that if I get in a car accident, I'm like, and it could be small accidents I've gotten in before. I'm like terrified to get for like a week, driving again. So I can't imagine a real traumatizing incident. Mine was like a fender bender.
Like getting back in that garage.
I watched this shark show where we gotta go, but this shark bit this guy's calf, and he's like, it's not the shark's fault.
Oh wow.
He's like, I was in their environment. Watch, and he recovered, and he went back, and a shark. This was years later, bit his other calf.
Oh my God.
That's terrible.
So
I can't believe you and Colin watch these type of shows. Like, who wants to suffer? Why would you watch that?
Well, it's like, hey, don't get in the ocean. You know what I mean? If you get bit once, stay out of there. Coming up on DBL, our interview with Academy Award winner Laura Dern. She's telling us all about her new movie with Hugh Jackman. And we've got another look at Avatar 2. How will it do?
Wow.
Wow, really? At the box office.
Stop hating. No, did you like the first one?
Yeah, I loved it.
It was terrible.
There's going to be a lot of internet chatter. That's where the red flag goes up.
We are never going to agree on this. It's ignorant, and for me, it was just like a damn shame.
Tell me I need to do something, I'm going to do the exact opposite.
You know why I don't call in sick? Camera hog.
There are people over there that
Do you understand the deeper?
Tori's booing Avatar, but I want to save it for the show to see why she's booing it. So we're not going to talk about that right now.
James Cameron, who hasn't been seen in 5 years or 6 years. Where's he been?
I'm going to defend. I almost called you Corey. I'm going to defend Tori on this. I'm not hating on Avatar. I think it's going to be the highest grossing.
hating.
No, it's not that. It's just like, how many times have you rewatched Avatar since you watched it?
Never.
Jeff
It's
said
long,
save it for the show.
it's
Oh, I didn't know
overdone.
we were talking about that.
There's no heart. It's become too CGI. I threw up in the curtains in the back of the theater
Jeff is
because I was
demanding you save
dizzy.
it for the show.
Oh, I
What
should
don't
save
you
it for the show.
understand?
Anyway, James Cameron, favorite movie of his? Anyone want to get one?
What's up? Oh.
Other than Titanic, as we all know, 1997.
Titanic.
Okay. Didn't he also do Terminators?
That's
Terminator 2's got to be one of the best movies ever made.
It's
I
the
like
best.
Terminator 1 better.
Oh,
too.
really?
It's a real movie. You know what I mean? It's got a good plot. It's got a good story.
What's this
and all
one?
that.
I wonder if Terminator 1, if it came out
Terminator
now.
2 is just sort of an action
It
movie.
was kind of a confusing storyline.
Terminator 1 or
Early
2?
80s, Terminator 1.
It was complex.
Yeah, it was a complex, but it kind of made sense. And you know what's weird about the Terminators? The first two were amazing.
And then I saw the third.
And the third and the fourth,
They were stunk.
Terminator like Extinction or something.
Yeah.
I thought it
I
was
went to
a
the theaters.
parody.
Me too.
I thought it was a
awful.
parody.
Sometimes movies have to have the same like texture to them, like Godfather 1, Godfather 2. Like those two feel like a continuation, and then there's a break, and you're like, why'd you even spend the money on
What's
this?
the best
Sequel?
third sequel?
Oh, like a trilogy?
I said Rocky 3. I was gonna say Rocky 3.
Lord of the Rings
deserve this.
3,
I think
excellent.
the Rambo movies are interesting. The first one's like a really good, gritty movie, and the second one's just an action.
It's just, yeah.
They're like completely different.
Rob, are you circling around to get a better look at that gigantic fly that's in here?
It's so
I know.
gross.
I'm trying not to. I hate bugs.
It's going to make an appearance again, so I'm just pointing it out.
Don't get towards me.
So we're getting another look at the fly and the new Avatar movie coming out next month. Take a look.
I'm a warrior like you. I'm supposed to fight. Protect the people. Let's get it done.
Ooh, yeah. Speaking of GQ, director James Cameron said he is confident the new Avatar film will make, quote, all the bleeping money, but added it will also have to be the third or fourth highest grossing film of all time in order to make $2 billion just to break even. The first Avatar made $2.9 million at the box office globally.
Billion.
What did I say?
Million.
Oh, well, thank you. Made $2.9 billion. Well, what I'm saying is those ticket prices are like double now to go see a movie.
Right.
I think they're going to make their money back.
Yeah.
Definitely. Best movie in the world. Avatar 1, like the bigger meaning in the movie, if you remember Tori and Al, who are hating over here, you remember that movie is more about history and actually just a cartoon way that allowed kids to open up their mind to what happened between North and South America and the colonization. But it also had a
I
deeper
thought
meaning.
about what happened to indigenous people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like Europeans and indigenous people in North America. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's what the movie was about technically. But then it was also these beautiful graphics that hadn't been done, breaking ground. George Cameron's going to do it again. Yes, we had to wait a decade or more, but it's going to be the best movie, and they're going to make their $2 billion easily.
The best
Probably
movie?
$4 billion.
I think.
It's a movie for 14-year-olds.
I agree. And by the way,
fine.
clap if you liked Avatar. Okay. Clap if you
Clap
didn't.
if you were 14
Clap
yesterday.
if you didn't like Avatar.
It was fine. I don't hate on it. It's just fine.
I think it was overblown, no heart, over CGI'd, overproduced. There's no story. When you see Star Wars, it's good versus evil. I got lost in this movie. It's too much money. It's too much budget. It's overblown. I'm out.
But you're going to go see George Clooney's romance
No,
film?
I hated that. That looked terrible.
I like that Tori was like, because I was with you, and you go, it's too much Avatar. I want something rooted in, reality, like Star Wars.
No, but Star Wars has a real down-to-earth quality of like people, father, son, black, white, dark, evil. This one's like so much is going on that I'm not invested.
Well, it's not black and white. They're blue and white. That's a different take on it. All right, coming up on DBL, our interview with actress Laura Dern. She's telling us all about her new movie about mental health. You got to stick around.
Thanksgiving was a time to come together, give thanks, and eat way too much turkey. In fact, most people don't eat everything on the dinner table, with the National Resources Defense Council estimating 200 million pounds of turkey will end up in the trash. So it's no surprise a top trending question on Google is about leftovers. But let's verify. Are leftovers safe to eat all weekend? Our sources are the USDA, the Mayo Clinic, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and a postdoctoral associate of food safety at Virginia Tech, who explains the time to think about storing leftovers starts almost immediately after Thanksgiving dinner is served.
Right away would be ideal, but if possible, within 2 hours, you want to refrigerate those leftovers, especially making sure to break down any larger pieces of meat.
Duong says it's okay to put food that's still hot in the refrigerator. If properly stored, the Mayo Clinic says leftovers will hold for 3 to 4 days. So it's true. Leftovers are safe to eat all weekend if properly stored. Anything longer, and the USDA warns dangerous levels of bacteria start to grow. The CDC says cases of food poisoning caused by Clostridium, which grows in cooked foods, peak around the holidays. Many outbreaks are tied back to turkey, roast beef, and other leftovers. So if you don't think you can eat the leftovers by Monday, consider portioning it out and freezing some right away.
A freezer is sort of like a win-win situation where you sort of are able to keep food at that peak freshness for a lot longer compared to a refrigerator.
With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis. To receive daily fast facts to your phone, text Verify to 202-410-8808. And to sign up for our newsletter, visit verifythis.com/email.
Welcome back. There's often shame, guilt, and ignorance surrounding the issues of mental health. And earlier, we spoke to Laura Dern about her new movie, The Sun, that looks to open a conversation about the mental health crisis. It's a good interview. Take a look. Laura Dern, welcome back to DBL.
Yes.
So excited to hear from you.
Back. Before we get to talk about your new film, which looks really emotional.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. My favorite time of year, Thanksgiving, is just around the corner. So I need to know, what does Thanksgiving look like in Laura Dern's house?
Everybody's together.
Aww.
That's what it should be.
Divorced parents, step parents,
future divorced parents.
It is a true progressive American family.
Heck
and
yeah.
I love it.
I love that.
You get everything.
That's what it's about. So let's talk about The Sun. In an interview, you said you cried reading the script. So what moves you to tears?
I thought he was gonna. What? He scares me, okay?
In this case, as you all well know, and as we've learned from the numbers during this pandemic, the other horrifically heartbreaking epidemic is around not only mental health in general, but teen and young adult mental health. So what moved me to tears is that the amazing Florian Zeller, our writer-director, along with Christopher Hampton, who adapted Florian's play, they gave a script that captures not only the heartbreak and the shame, tragically, that is filled with a mental health crisis.
Yes.
And how we can move through shame into being truthful about what all of us have been going through in our families and in our lives. But also in the case of myself and Hugh Jackman as the parents to this boy, the powerlessness. One of the lines in the script from a doctor to us as parents is, sometimes love is not enough.
Wow.
And it sums up what really broke my heart open reading this script, and how grateful I am to be part of this massively important story.
I was just going to say, Tori, before we continue, one line that really got me was just like when you said, I feel like a failure. And, you know, as a parent, and I think as a parent of 3, that's your worst nightmare, is feeling like you failed your kids and you did your best. And it's something that every parent walks around with, and we never say it. We smile and say the kids are great, but it's a great fear. And I appreciate you and that script getting that sentiment out there, because I think a lot of us carry that every day. And,
thank you. Amen. Yeah.
And on that same track, what do you hope people take away from this film?
Well, I know for our writer-director, he keeps saying, I want this conversation to be everywhere. We're all having it at our dinner tables. We're all having it in our families. People have talked about unparalleled levels of anxiety for these last couple of years, particularly. We have to have a collective conversation for a child to feel shame because they are having anxiety or depression and feel they can't talk about it, or they're the only one who's ever experienced it. That's on us as a culture.
Yeah, and
we must have a paradigm shift.
What's funny, Laura, is why we love you so much is this show in particular, which is rare in daytime, has been particularly deliberate about talking about mental health. I've been very open about clinical depression, my own anxiety and panic attacks, because the conversation needs to be normalized, just like you're saying. No one's discussing it, then we're not going to move forward. So I just want to say thank you for our audience and for our hosts here who have been open to have a representation of what a lot of people are going through and no one's talking about. Hugely important.
Back to you for in your own authenticity and honesty with your audience, but also giving a platform for the conversation.
And I just want to say, I think you pick well. I love what you pick from all the way from being Ellen's girlfriend. I've always thought of you so highly from that to this, to Jurassic, whatever. I always go to see you because you pick beautiful scripts. And I'm so thankful you are here on DBL. Laura, it was so good speaking with you. To our viewers, The Sun is out in New York and LA beginning November 25th and theaters nationwide on December 16th. We'll be right back. Thanks, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Lots of love.
The holidays are around the corner, and many people are looking for ways to earn a few extra bucks. A verified viewer sent us this screenshot of a direct message they received on Twitter, inviting them to do part-time work from home for Amazon. The DM claims they can earn between $10 and $200 an hour in commission, and the viewer wants to know if it's legit. So let's verify. Our sources are Amazon and the Better Business Bureau. The DM sent to our viewer is very similar to nearly 24 others in the BBB's scam tracker across several social media platforms. When people follow up on the offer over social media, they've reported being asked to communicate exclusively through Telegram, an encrypted messaging app. From there, they're told to buy certain items using cryptocurrency with the promise that they'll get a commission on each transaction. But when the worker tries to cash out, they're given a litany of excuses about why they can't get paid. Amazon tells Verify these types of job offers are scams, and real Amazon recruiters communicate through email using an @amazon.com address. So no, these part-time work-from-home Amazon job offers are not real. The BBB says if someone contacts you unsolicited and offers you a job on the spot and a too-good-to-be-true salary, it's probably a scam. If you're ever unsure about an offer, try contacting the company directly through a trusted method like their official website. Amazon encourages people who receive these offers to report it to them and the Federal Trade Commission. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Are you skeptical of headlines and what you see on social media? We are too. The Verify newsletter answers your questions, clarifies what's true and false, and even includes a daily fun fact. Go to verifythis.com/email to check it out.
If you are hosting your first Thanksgiving or you're a pro at the Thanksgiving meal, these are some of the most common questions so you can keep everyone safe from foodborne illnesses this holiday season.
Our sources for these questions, Mary Alice Coffey, supervisor of Butterball's Turkey Talk Line and the Food and Drug Administration. The first question, can you put stuffing in your turkey before it goes in the oven?
Stuffing is perfectly acceptable to go ahead and stuff your Butterball turkey.
Coffey tells us that when you take your turkey out of the oven, make sure the stuffing temperature is at 165 degrees and don't put the stuffing in days before it goes in the oven.
Don't make it the day ahead of time. Just go ahead and make it and then put it right in the oven.
So we can verify that yes, you can put stuffing in your turkey right before it goes in the oven. The next question, can you thaw your turkey at room temperature on the counter?
No, we would never recommend leaving the turkey out on the counter.
Coffey says the best way to thaw your turkey is by placing it in water.
I would recommend putting it in cold water. It takes about 30 minutes a pound. You want to put it in, change the water every 30 minutes.
When it's finished thawing, Coffee tells us to then place the turkey on a tray and put it in the refrigerator until you cook it. So we can verify that no, you should not thaw your turkey at room temperature on the counter.
The FDA says when your turkey is done, use your food thermometer in the thickest part of the breast, and it should read at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
Welcome back to DBL. Tomorrow is the day we will announce the Sandals trip winner. The lucky person will get a luxury vacation to beautiful Curacao. Be sure to tune in. Woo-hoo-hoo, the excitement, I can't handle it.
Curacao, my goodness.
Oh, man.
Okay. With the holidays just around the corner, we have some amazing products. That'll make great gifts for your friends from our friends at Morning Save. Thanks for that, Tori.
Yep. Steph, what do you have for us today? I'm in the mood to shop.
First up, we've got the Prime and Pure 3-piece crystal enamel necklace and earring set. So this deal includes 2 different pairs of earrings and 1 necklace. And the best part is that we've got it available in 7 colors.
Ooh.
We've got black, turquoise, green, orange, pink, red, and white.
Wow.
Normally, these are $50, but guess what? You can get all of this for just $19.99 for the whole set. I know, so that's saving you guys 60%.
Morning Save, I feel like, is your perfect go-to for all your gifts. Just get it done.
Now, the next product, it is the UV RoboVac 25C Max Wi-Fi connected robotic vacuum cleaner.
Oh, whoa.
So this deal includes 1 robot vacuum, a filter, a charger, and, of course, a remote control.
Heck yeah.
Now, normally, this is $250,
Okay.
but we've got it for just $129.99.
Hello.
So that's saving 48%.
That's what makes me happy.
Now, next up, we've got the Winter Lane 3-piece fiber optic canvas set. So this deal includes 3 different canvases available in 3 different styles. And guess what? You can turn them on and they've got little twinkly lights.
I was wondering.
So normally these are $47, but right now it's $19.99 for the set. So that saves you guys 57%.
All 3?
Yes, yes.
Oh my gosh.
And then last but not least, we've got the Villanovum Down Alternative Comforter. So this deal includes 1 comforter available in 6 colors. And this comforter is ideal for all seasons. So normally they're $120.
Yeah, those things are expensive, but good. Not too bad even with that price.
But now, Tori, they're $29.99 to $39.99 depending on the size, which is a saving of 75%.
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or just scan that QR code. It's right on screen. It'll take you directly to these products on Morning Save's website. Steph, great job.
Great stuff.
I was looking at those earrings for my mom. I'm going back. I'm not going to say where I'm going, but I'm going to the south on the coast, and I could see her in like some linens with those turquoise earrings. Shout out.
I thought you were going to say, like, I'm not going to say Cleveland. You say it every show. We'll see you tomorrow.